My lords, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. In this episode, we're currently just sat outside of our new cargo exchange sort of setup that we built outside, or across the river I should say, really. It's not so much outside. But yes, technically it's named after Haywood, but it's not really outside Haywood. As I said, it's across the river there. Haywood is, you see one or two buildings there through the trees on the far side of the river. You can also see a couple of our ships waiting outside the harbour on the opposite side of the river to pick up some goods to bring over here for our trucks to deliver over to the cities on this side of the river. What I did do in the last episode, how can we forget, we obviously got our first electric trains which we put into service on our passenger lines. Off camera, I did go through and electrify, I think, the entire train network, including the freight lines, and I think I may have also upgraded all the passenger trains to electrified trains. However, I don't think I've changed any of the cargo trains to electric at this point. I mean, we can check that very quickly in the vehicle manager if we just open it up here. Let's have a look and just look at trains only, please. Make it a little bit larger. If we can we sort by vehicle? We can sort by vehicle. Oh no, yes, that's right. So yeah, just the passenger lines, as you can see here, have had electric trains assigned to them. That's because obviously they're a lot faster than the steam trains that we have available at the moment, and we've suffered for the longest time with overcrowding, even if not overcrowding in the terms of passengers can't get on platform, but we've had very busy platforms where passengers can't get off platform. The idea being, of course, with a faster electric train that can pull more coaches alongside, we should be able to increase the amount of people we can get in and out of the platform than we were doing it before the electric train. So I got distracted there by the electric train as he leaves Haywood. So if we just quickly go ahead and here we go. Look, here's one of our northern mainline trains here, which has been electrified. We can have a quick look, see what these look like in their very bright pink. And I do believe I added extra carriages onto them all as well. So yeah, that's all I've done off camera there. Other than that, things are continuing on as normal, or as they were. The new trains haven't had much of an impact yet on clearing the stations, but they've only just entered service, so it may take them a little while to catch up and for their impact to be fully realised on these numbers. But we'll keep an eye on that over the course of this episode, and we should hopefully start seeing some sort of improvement there. Right then, so what we're doing today? Good question. I've not yet decided. Obviously, we have our Western Main Line between Derby, Macclesfield and Ulverston. We did our cargo interchange here to supply the goods to the various places on this side of the river. We have bricks being shipped over from... Do we have bricks being shipped over? I can't... Let's have a look over here. We will see. Yes, we do. We clearly have bricks available. What platform are they on? Or has that brick been mixed in with the others somewhere? I can't quite see it. No, we do have. Yes, we have bricks being delivered. They're being dropped off by ship. That's correct. Yeah, it's been a couple of days, you see, so I'm trying to remember back. What we could do then is the first thing we could start off by doing is having the fuel that Macclesfield requires dropped off as well. While I was looking at this, I just noticed there that we're not keeping up with the production of grain from this farm. So the wagons here that are shipping the grain up to the Derby food factory, clearly they're not cutting it, so perhaps very quickly we can go ahead and add a couple more vehicles on there. We have 50 at the moment. I think if we had another 10, so if we just select the first 10 and then duplicate them like so, hopefully that will get some of this grain shifted a bit faster. Yes, okay then, so, fuel. We have fuel being delivered by ship anyway into this harbour here. This is a 3-berth harbour, so we do have the capacity to have a second line from here without them getting in each other's way. So nice and simply, nice and quickly, the first thing we'll do is set up a shipping line from Gillingham Refinery Port up to the Haywood Harbour. We want these to be fully loaded when they leave with their fuel delivery, so we'll set that. And we'd like them to wait for a full delivery as well. What do we have here? The Junkers F-13, our first plane. I suppose we could afford to put a plane in at some point in the near future, just to have one on the map. So we'll come back to that in a minute. We'll get all this set up first. Yeah, so set the colour there, which is orange. We need to name it, so I'll quickly name the line. There we go, fuel shipping from Gillingham to Haywood. We'll get a ship ready, just so they can start making their way. And I think we'll start off with 2 ships. We'll use the Vandal, that does carry fuel, and it's got the largest capacity, which is handy. So 2 of those, and we'll give them a colour. Put them on the line. I don't think at the moment there will be any production on the platform because there's no one in this vicinity, in this catchment area of Haywood Harbour West that requires fuel. So what we're also going to have to do is set up the delivery network as well into Haywood. Obviously we have a delivery for, not Haywood, sorry, Macclesfield, completely wrong place. We do have a drop-off point for the food, but we don't have anything for the fuel yet, so let's go ahead and give them one. Where do we want to have it? I think here is a decent place. Seems to provide blanket coverage at the moment. Obviously that may change as Macclesfield grows, but for now it should suffice. And then we want to go from what is technically termed Haywood Farms to Macclesfield. And these want to be fully loaded with the fuel and not anything else, so they don't want to be taking any bricks or food with them. That's all being handled. Not that there's any demand for bricks in Macclesfield. Again, we'll just quickly name this line up. There we go. And now if we buy ourselves a couple of trucks, I think we'll go with 6, just so they're not overcrowding the platform while they're waiting for the first load of fuel to arrive. Just looking there, the Benz is faster. I'm going to go with a Mac just so we have a couple of Macs on the line as well. Let's get them all appropriately coloured and the maintenance set as should be. There we go. Yes. It's a bit, what should we say, overlappy or crisscrossy, if you know what I mean. At the minute all these lines coming in and out, in and out, in and out. But what we can do at some point is maybe put a few waypoints in on either side of the road at various points and then direct our trucks one way or another, so we have less interaction between the lines, or as little interaction between the lines as we can achieve, and that should stop any traffic jams and congestion over here. But for now it should be okay. Aside from the grain delivery trucks, we don't have that many running around here at the moment, so they shouldn't really interfere with each other too badly. So here we go, yeah, here's one of our brick ships, currently dropping off a load. Not sure what he's waiting for. There we go, he's unloading now. 2.5 million he's just made us. What about this chap here? Obviously he's only got a short run with these tools, only across the river. How much are you making? They seem to take quite a while to get themselves up against the berth, but as a former marine engineer I can testify that that can be true, and in reality it can take the longest time for the ship to get alongside, especially when you're waiting to disembark to go home, or even just go on a bit of shore leave. Anyway, he made 170. So I don't think we need the 2 ships on this line because there's a lot of waiting around, so what we'll do, we'll sell this one for now and we'll just have the 1 ship operating between the 2. I think that should be more than enough for us at for the time being anyway. So there we go. We've got a build up of tools, but that's only an intermittent problem. But the tools are travelling a fair distance up to Ulverston, but we do have some trucks heading back already. Is it worth adding a couple more onto that, perhaps? Probably not, because we don't want a big snake line of trucks all over this road, which is blocking the access for our other trucks waiting to get on platform. So we'll leave that. Yeah, there's a fair time between each drop-off from the ship, so it's not like this ship's dropping off a full load of tools that can't go anywhere and are just being wasted. So I think we're fine as is. We'll leave that for now, but we can monitor it. Anyway, that's the fuel delivery line set up from Macclesfield. We should see some production being kick-started at Gillingham. Or not, because we don't have any refined oil available, and in fact it's so bad the Gillingham fuel refinery is actually downgrading in size and capacity, so that's something we need to take a look at very urgently. Are these ships no longer keeping up? Let's have a look at the further down the chain. Yes, they are. We should have 6. Oh yes, because they also go all the way up here to pick up the crude oil, don't they? I think we may be better off, or it may be worth doubling up the amount of ships and not having 6. Maybe no, not 16. I'll go for 12. Add another 4 on, and we'll see how that does for us. If that keeps up with throughput and demand a little better, it should do, obviously. I think it's just the time it's taken the ships to sail from the oil well at Quintrell Downs to here. It's the fair old distance from the oil refinery to the fuel refinery is not too bad. I think it's the initial journey that they're having to take which is causing the issues and the dramas. These trucks seem to be keeping up okay, which is excellent. Now, what I wanted to have a look at is it worth perhaps having an airport? Let's just have a... I don't know if that Junkers is a cargo or a passenger airport. I'm going to assume passenger. And I think then the obvious place to put the airport is outside Coventry. It is our capital city. So let's go ahead and build one. And we'll have it, say, there, just outside of the ore mine, the iron ore mine. There we go, our first airport. Not going to have too many passengers at the moment because it's only a small airport and we only have small planes available, but we have them. Why not use them? Does that provide a connection? I don't think it is. That is, though. There, yes, there it is. Yeah, you can see it just on the little road connection there. So we want to now connect this into Coventry road network. Oh, that's scuppered my plans. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. And we're going to need a bus station. Yes. We'll electrify it. And we'll have just 2 platforms. And we'll put it parallel with the airport, like so. Yes, perfect. Thank you very much. This is not Coventry Halt. This is Coventry Airport. And let's just go ahead and put a second access point there. And then connect it in to the road network that we've just laid in. There you go. Go straight. Why not? Go as straight as you can. There we go. And now we need to connect it into the existing tram network as well. That's going to remove a couple of buildings. 2 to be precise, which is a couple. So well done me. You got it right. Okay, like that. And then where's the best place for him? Maybe if he comes down. This is moving a lot of buildings. Oh, 4 to be removed there, but it's all in the name of progression, so it is what it is. So that can now pick up from here, do a little route. In fact, maybe I'll do a route that connects all three. The airport to the train station to the road interchange. That should have decent pickup and coverage. Let's go ahead and just put a few extra stops in this new area that we've just provided coverage for. I think these are just industrial and commercial zones, but we'll go ahead and give them a bit of coverage regardless. We do have some residential here, so a bit of coverage here makes sense. Now let's do a new line and see how we can arrange this. So you want to go from the airport to there to there. You're going to have to share a platform now because all our platforms are spoken for. Although we could, at some expense... is it colliding with the road? Yes. Okay, we could do it this way. It will remove a building, but... Again, it's all in the name of progress, so needs must. If we just continue with our line there. So we got as far as King Street, yes. Okay, let's continue into the exchange. And then you can come this way to the station and then back out this way. Yes, that's correct. Oh, God's sake. Right, delete that. That's all kinds of wrong. I meant to do it on the line which started. What an idiot. Well done, me. That was quite impressive there. Very pleased with myself for that one. Here we go. This is better. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, perfect. This would be the... How many metros do we have in Coventry at the moment? Just 2. Yes, there's no Metro 03 anywhere. So this is Metro 3. Get my capital letters correct, please. I did go to school, believe it or not. Metro 3 Coventry. And then we want Metro 4 Coventry going the opposite direction. Like so. Perfect. Metro 04 Coventry. Blue and pink, yep, we'll keep those colours, why not? Where is our tram depot? I can't find it. There it is, by the station. And you can have the, I think the Moscow F is the one. Yeah, we'll go for the Moscow F anyway. And we'll go for 12, which will be 6 trams per line. They all want to be very high maintenance. Noise pollution is a consideration and a factor these days, so... What colours do we have? That sort of pink one there. And then... So like a lightish sort of blue. I'll say that one. On to Metro 4. Okay, so that's the airport setup. It's a connection to the airport setup. Where do we want the airport to go to? Well, in fact... Is everybody going to Bridport? No. Yes. I'm not doing an airport run from Coventry to Bridport. That's just ridiculous. Maybe we go to Haywood, perhaps. Or we could go to Morley down the other way, or even Stoke. Where do I want the second airport? I'm going to say... I'm going to go for Stoke, I think. No, that... Yeah, we'll go for Stoke. Why the heck not? Might not be the most efficient choice or the best choice for passenger... guaranteed passenger pickup, if you know what I mean, because not a lot of people might be wanting to go to Stoke. However, it's a fairly distant town from Coventry, and you don't want one right next door, so it just makes sense to go for one that's a distance away. Do we have a connection? Yes, we do. So let's just quickly hook him into the network and then arrange some sort of public transport out to this point. We'll use buses for this. Do we want... Yes, I'll go for a bus station rather than just a bus stop. So hopefully it'll be fairly busy. Probably won't be, but we can hope and we can dream. Okay, so you're Stoke Airport. Let's drop the connection in terms of the street connection in for him. Like so. And then get a new bus line set up. So if you go there, you can use that bus stop. You can use that bus stop there. But this time if you come down here, so all these new buildings that have been built during the expansion phase have coverage as well. And then we have a point where the two other lines in Stoke diverge from one another, so they're not always on top of each other. And then you go like, yes, like this. Absolutely perfect. And give him the twin line in reverse. Not sure why you wouldn't just take this road here, but okay, you do you, Mr. Bus, you do you. So this is bus service 3, Stoke, and this is bus service 4, Stoke. There we go. Where's our bus depot around here? Oh, it's down here. Yes, I remember this one. You can have the Mac, and again we'll go for 12, 6 per line. Get the maintenance done, and then we'll colour them in and assign them. There we go. Now, of course, we need an air route. So, Coventry Airport to Stoke Airport, please. So that's the route he's going to take. Very good. Happy with that. And this is Coventry, Stoke, Air shuttle. Air shuttle. Why not? We have a hangar included with the airport, so that's all good. Buy a vehicle. It is a passenger. It only carries 3. We'll go for 2. They're going to be quite expensive to run, I think. Oh no, it's only 44,000 a year. We'll go for 4 then. Go nuts with it. Let's colour them in. Get them on the line. Let's see what this does for us, if it's going to have any uptake at all. Probably not. But it's worth trying, I think. And if nothing else, it gives us a new bit of new vehicle to have a look at. Oh, he's got his little goggles on and everything. Oh my, sir. You look the bollocks, sir. Very dapper. CP78. So let's have a look at this plane, see how he does. Don't think we're going to have many passengers, if any passengers, at the start, but it's nice to have a modern transport system in. First aircraft arrived, achievement unlocked. It shows how little attention I pay to aircraft in my personal playthroughs. There we go. If nothing else, this is going to give us some amazing views of the map. Just watch the trees, watch the mountainside, sir. Ah, you're clearly a professional though. We can tell you're professional by your dress code. Either that or it's a bit of catch me if you can. Yes, I am enjoying this. Even if it's not going to make us any money, it's nice just for the extra bird's eye aerial views it's given us of our map. There's a second aircraft just taken off behind us there. The third is just coming down the runway now, and the fourth is taxiing. I've noticed we've got a few high-rises appearing in Stoke. I didn't notice any in Coventry, but as we fly past, I'm sure we'll have a look. There's a couple of our trains. They're one of the electric trains there. You can see a steam train with his puffs of steam. As he trundles along, we can see a few ships in the distance on the river. There is the steel mill off to the, about 1 o'clock from the pilot's perspective. A couple of trains in and around the station as well. See one just leaving there. I think that's one of our iron ore trains. Although it's hard to distinguish a colour precisely from this distance. Can we get in the cockpit-ish, if you know what I mean? Can we position ourselves? Oh, yes, we can. Although we can... Ooh, we can see right through the pilot. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Pilot's view. That's the best you can do without clipping through. We could do a little... Ooh, we could do a wing walk. Yes. There we go. That is, I believe, Coventry in the distance there. Just coming into the land of rendering. Just taking it all in on this lovely view. But the important question is, do we have any passenger uptake on this at the moment? I'm going to say no, but that's not a concern of mine, I'll be honest. There's just confirmation of the achievement we got while we were in the cockpit view. Ooh, where have I gone? Where am I? Bailed out and landed in the trees. Nope, no passengers yet. Don't think that'll ever be a thing, if I'm honest, but I'm not that fussed about that. It's just nice to have something a little bit different. While we're here, let's just quickly do a bit of terrain smoothing and beautification. Just to make it all a bit more natural looking. Rather than having the quite sudden drop-offs from the assets we've just placed down. There we go. Can we see our plane yet? Can we spot it? Yes, there he is. Is that the first one? Just try and hover over. Yes, aircraft number 1. So we'll be able to see him coming into land. I take it he's going to circle this way and then loop round and come down onto the runway like so. There's the second aircraft just there as well. And there, in fact, is the third. You might not be able to see that, but you can probably see it when its nameplate pops up as I hover over it. Sorry, that's the fourth. There's the third. So yes, we can see all our aircraft up in the skies. Here comes our first Junker to land. I imagine we might see some passenger generation at Stoke for people wanting to get to our capital city. But as it stands at the moment, we have nobody at Coventry wanting to go to Stoke. Didn't think there would be many. But hey ho, not a problem. Okay, here he comes now, just coming into land. Final approach. And touchdown. Good landing, sir. Not that we expected anything different. Due to your appearance, you're clearly, as I said, a professional. And there he goes. Oh, we have a car up here. Nobody getting off the tram to go up here. Not a surprise. As I said, we may have some people in Stoke wanting to use it. No, we don't. Nobody in Stoke wants to fly to Coventry. I'm just going to go ahead and pretend it's because they're all a little bit scared of this new technology. Man shouldn't fly. If man was supposed to fly, would have evolved wings and all that good stuff. But we can have a look at some of the high-rises while we're here, just to see how our skyline is taking place. We've got two major high-rises and a couple of medium-sized ones here. Didn't notice any in Coventry. Let's go and have a quick look. Just while we're killing a little bit of time. Yes, we have some being spawned and generated in Coventry, which is lovely to see. Oh, we have a car park. How much do you charge for parking, sir? Up to 1 hour, £1. For city centre parking, that's not too bad. 3 new vehicles. Schneider PB2, which I believe is a bus. Crocodile C682, which is a train. And the Donabusha. Not sure how to pronounce that, which to me looks like a passenger wagon. Or passenger carriage, I suppose is the correct technical term for it. So I think we can have a look at those next time out. for now, I think we'll call this episode. It's only been a short one, but the last one was about an hour and 10 minutes worth of filming, which I had to condense into a more... Oh, we have passengers. We have passengers. Who's on board? Can you see? No, you can't. You can't actually see, can you? Can we go inside and see? Our first passenger is... Oh. It's a young lady. Congratulations, madam, on being our inaugural passenger on our air route. I take you are the first, isn't it? Yeah, yes, you are the first. Well, that's pleasing to see. We do actually have some passenger generation and a bit of pickup. Oh, little tannoy announcement there for the airport, which was quite nice to hear. Boarding on gate 148, I think it said. Trust me, sir, we don't have that many gates unless our numbering system is just going completely off-piste and starting at 148. Just make ourselves look a bit more popular than we are. Anyway, yeah, I think we'll call it for this one. Not sure how long it's been, probably about half an hour. If it has been too short, I'll meld an extra bit onto this episode just to pad it out a bit, because I don't want to do episodes that are too short. I usually aim for around anywhere between 30 and 50 minutes is ideal, I think. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode and that you are enjoying the series as a whole as we progress now into the modern era with passengers taken to the skies in our new airliners. Well, I say airliners, they're not airliners at all. They only have 3 people on them, they're not airliners. But yes, thank you very much for watching. For those of you who've subscribed, thank you. Means a bloody great deal. I can't get across how humbling and moving it is to have a bit of a following already. It means a lot, and I just want to give a personal thanks to you all. If I could, I would reach you with a monitor and shake you by the hand. But yes, guys, thanks for watching. You take care of yourselves. Ta-ta for now.